just got word the aliens are attacking a resistance outpost in this region. They're not taking any prisoners. These people need our help. We're heading in to make sure the aliens regret coming after the resistance. Neutralize all hostile contacts in the area and secure the camp.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Heroes of Yaktribe. Beardy plays Xcom2. I'll be Beardy, this will be Xcom2. Today's squad on Operation Hot Moan is going to be Laurie Mason as the Grenadier and there for the cover destruction. L'Oreal as our Ranger, kind of the bashy shotgun wielding maniac. Beardy is the sharpshooter providing long range and long distance cover, and Greenback in there with combat protocol for a couple of guaranteed mop-up kills. This is going to be a very utility squad for this mission, so join us as we go on another chapter of attempting to take the Earth back from Advent and the aliens.
Menace 1-5, hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians.
On my way.
Now, Advent retaliation missions are a little bit time sensitive insofar as every turn that you spend messing about turns that the Advent have free to massacre the resistance members. So it's very important that you push up quite quickly in order to trigger them, prevent them from doing so, but it's also important that you try and conserve your squad members for any mission really, but in terms of these kind of retaliation missions, it's sort of doubly important that you don't overstretch yourself. Always tempting to do when helpless people are being massacred in front of you. So we do okay here and trigger at fairly long range, drawing in the sectoid and an Advent Trooper for our first pod of the match. Laurie presses up, pops the door, and I spend quite a while searching for this grenade, but I'm going to edit this out and show you just the grenade popping, not the amount of time that I spend pissing about looking for it.
Throwing grenade.
A trick shot here. Whoop. It goes exactly where we want it to. Beardy to mop up, but fails. And that's going to cost us. Every shot that we miss is time spent. So we press L'Oreal up to try and create a bit of pressure on the flank, and Papa Greenback uses the combat protocol to finish off the Advent Trooper. Now the wounded sectoid isn't interested in combat with us today, and he just legs it into the shadows. His friends continue murdering.
Get back to the ship.
Getting it done.
We managed to mop one of the resistance members up. Get a bit of line of sight. But once again, Mr. Sectoid is not interested. He withdraws. And Advent spend another turn killing the people that I am sworn to protect. Now, despite being in a hurry, we have loads of time to pick up loot, of course. And it's perhaps because of that move that I kind of overstretch myself here. Laurie presses up on a second move. Reveals some Advent. And that sectoid's finally got the balls now that he's with some buddies to come back and give us some juice. Due to Beardy's weird line of sight glitch there, he's unable to get a target, so we have to move him down. L'Oreal goes into Overwatch, which is pretty lucky, as the covert scrotum monster unveils himself
Heard rumors about some kind of shapeshifters.
and prepares to make mincemeat of our squad.
It is a remarkable species. If only we had some means of containment.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, don't even think about it. I want to get close to that thing. Advent polish off the resistance. Unfortunately, this sectoid's more interested in reanimating invisible flesh puppets than attacking us. And that's all to the good. Unfortunately, that does leave 2 Advent to shoot at Laurie Mason. Fortunately, they can't shoot. Unfortunately, she's within range of the Scroat monster, who ruins her cover and does significant damage to a valued member of the team. Beardy contributes, but not with very high damage. We move L'Oreal up to try and polish this guy off. Again, not for very high damage.
Designated coordinates.
We're doing the best we can, but
The aliens have found a way to mind control them.
today it might not be good enough for these poor resistance members. However, Greenback manages to finish this guy off. We say goodbye-bye to the testicular monster. Mason gets good damage with that grenade to wipe out this Advent fella. Unfortunately, the length of these engagements are proving fatal. He's inside you. To make matters worse, one of our squad members has been molested by a sectoid. And we can't really let that happen. Unavenged. And with Advent pushing up to us, we really need to end this engagement fast. Beardy, no. Better, but that would be perfect. No, no. That guy. Yeah, him. Shoot. Come on. I guess Beardy just doesn't feel like killing Advent today. So Mama Mason is left to clean up for us, even though she's in a bit of a state. So we need to give her all the support that we can. The zombie says goodbye to yesterday's Vindaloo. Greenback is back.
Orders confirmed. On the
And we are under pressure to finish this engagement as quickly as we can. So half cover will have to do
Take this.
as we grenade the hell out of this Advent officer and his cover.
Raggiungo la posizione.
L'Oreal also not really having the Advent killing bug today,
Mancato.
and the officer survives for another round of giving XCOM as much trouble as they can. Reinforcements arrive just in time for this guy, who takes cover behind a flaming log and misses a marked Mama Mason in half cover at kind of medium range, so that's pretty lucky for us. A series of explosions leave the Advent officer in pretty shit shape, but still in heavy cover. He's proving pretty stubborn. A little bit of a cover shuffle sees Greenback press into the middle, and hard cover where you can get a better span of shots.
Moving to Overwatch.
God, Beardy.
Come on!
Really didn't have his porridge this morning. Strangely, the Advent officer only uses one action to mark green back there. I don't know why. Usually they take two.
Help! Help! Someone help!
Sectoid panics greenback. Why do they always pick on greenback? He takes an inaccurate shot back. And this Advent dude pushes up to attempt murder on this civilian, but fails. Kind of guess he went to the L'Oreal and BeardLegend school of shooting. Beardy forced to take a reload here and becomes a bit of an encumbrance to the squad for this next turn. This pistol overwatch won't really be worth a damn. Mama Mason moves up to lend a bit more support to the squad out of concealment. Yeah.
Kill confirmed.
She's probably the best of us,
Running low on ammo.
if we're honest. And L'Oreal is going to take a 30% shot here and succeed, proving that when you have an abundance of fire, it's sometimes best to just take the shot.
Mi farebbero comodo delle munizioni.
Another flesh puppet later, and we're left with a very familiar conundrum. Do we shoot the zombie or the puppet master? Well, it's always worth taking a dig at the puppet master, at least to soften him up. But Beardy on a bit of a roll today for the old missed shots. L'Oreal unable to get a crit on the zombie. So greenback once again.
Hostile neutralized.
There to finish up.
Affirmative. Covering now.
We weren't going to get a good shot there in full cover, so I was relying on Overwatch here. Time bruised me right, but it's not enough to stop this sectoid from performing significantly better than that previous Advent soldier did.
It's turning into a massacre out there, Commander.
I know, I
Camp is
know.
getting wiped out.
Well, for reasons best known to himself, Beardy finally pulls it out of the bag there for that shot at the end on the sectoid
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
to complete the mission. I'll never fully understand the machinations of that man's mind. Well, the mission's a success. Laurie Mason was injured, but that's not all bad. It frees up a spot in our roster for another rookie to step in and level up, as we need a little bit of balance in the squad to go forward. I'm guessing you can't put all of your eggs in one basket. If I was to guess, and I wasn't really counting, I would say either Laurie Mason or Greenback were the top dogs of this match. Both of them suffered greatly, and both of them contributed heavily, as did the other guys, but I'd probably put it with Greenback for finishing off a bunch of dudes. Well, it's back to base
Morale is sure to be high after an operation like that.
for promotions. So let's have a look see here. Sharpshooter. It's a choice between being able to fire Overwatch on squad sight and return fire with a pistol, so I go for the squad sight. As far as the heavy's concerned, I go with suppression, which is kind of like a targeted Overwatch that hinders the target's aim. And I didn't see what the other one was there.
You have done an outstanding job leading the resistance, Commander.
It was the one in the same skill tree as Combat Protocol. I can't remember what it is. BeardLegend gets recovers from the shakes,
We should be able to access some of these dormant alien systems.
and we get to watch
Let's see if you two can play nice.
a Lily Shen cutscene. Oh joy.
What the?
Shen, getting some kind of interference up here. Seems to be hitting us across the board.
Working on it.
Something triggered your remote uplink. But how is that possible? No one knows these systems.
Shen, power readings just spiked. What the hell is going on down there?
Dad?
Now it seems like Lily Shen forgot to update her Norton antivirus, and as a result, somebody's hacked the Avenger
There's no telling what else they might be.
via Rover.
I strongly suggest we make investigating that signal our top priority. Looks like Shen was able to confirm the signal's origin. Inputting the coordinates on
And
the
any
map
top
now.
corporation, that's got to be a sacking, right? Right?
I have made a number of incomplete.
We pick up some research on some armor there,
Message for you, Commander.
which
Patching it through to your
gives us some
quarters
good options.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I
The
hope
board
that your
councilman pops up to give me my
ongoing
rewards
efforts
for the
will
month.
lead to further success.
Commander, we have intel suggesting the aliens are working on developments that threaten our ability to stop the Avatar project. We can conduct a
And the aliens are up to no good. So, while I'm developing all of my stuff, going around collecting supplies, advancing the cause, doing my research and all that kind of stuff, so are the aliens. And so begins a very long FMV that I have managed to clip down because the
Hello, Commander.
the size of the file
It would
was
seem your
going to be too
recent
big otherwise.
activities have gotten Advent's
Sorry.
attention. Our unwelcome guests are on the move. Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. Avatar. I believe the black site we had previously uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope is far greater. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I'm confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
Well, the councilman wants us to go and hunt down James Cameron. I'm not entirely sure why. I haven't actually seen Avatar, but I'm assuming the fact that they brought it out and the world didn't end means it wasn't that bad. But, you know, I like this game, and in order to finish it, if we have to kill James Cameron, so be it.
To the uninitiated, the common Advent Trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised its most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet.
I'm eating, man. He said helmet. So, if the Avatar project is finished, the game will end because we're doomed. Is what I can gather from that.
In your efforts, we have gathered additional resources and staff at Resistance headquarters for your use.
But the councilman's going to help me out by providing additional resources and staff, which will help me get through these guerrilla operations that I have to select. This one will provide me a scientist and counter one of the alien bad things. This one increases all of the intel costs by 100% for a month, so that'll double what I have to pay in order to open up new territories.
For the Mexican regional tract.
Usually there's a selection, but because I haven't unlocked any of the other territories yet, I've only got access to this one. Guerrilla Ops are good for stealth mode, so now that we've tarted our squad up a little bit, we should be ready. We'll be introducing Enyos here. Enyos, the Crab Zoidberg, as our new squad member, as I was able to purchase via the Guerrilla Tactics Center a squad upgrade that allows us to take another dude. So it's time to start training up our guys.
Inside one of their facilities in this area. From what we can gather, the vault is storing data critical to the aliens' latest operation. So we're moving in to seize it by force. Eliminate all enemy contacts and secure the area. Take control of those assets at all costs.
Well guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Join me next time for episode 5, where we go on Operation Shattered Hydra. Vigilo Confidelum da.